Okay, I just need to make sure that my network is solid. And... Alright, there we go. Looks like it's connected. Good. Okay, so, as you can kindly see, Final Fantasy XIV is doing a Valentine's Day event. So... figure, we'll knock this out real quick. Vested Emissary's Attire Coffer. As dawn light kisses the sky above, so too eternal beams my love. Stew dust may drown the world in grey, the night shall taste. Why, hello there. Yes, my dear adventurer, having an unmaskable gleam of a man who would champion the cause of love of Valentine's Day. You have a moment? I should have obliged to hear your thoughts upon a certain matter of the heart, of my heart to be precise. You see, my sister Astrid has been demanding to lead the celebrations this year, yet while her enthusiasm does her credit, I simply cannot shirk my responsibility as head emissary of Adore. No matter what I say, she refuses to budge on the matter, and perhaps she would indeed reason where it would come from an impartial party, and such a charming one at that. So I beg you, will you not try to talk some sense into her? I heard what my sister told you, but simply I must be allowed to oversee the festivities this year. I have my reasons. Liz herself has a love, but she devotes all of her life and energy to the happiness of others, and she should be focusing on her own. I must confess I didn't always approve of my sister's choice of partner, or for his lowly upbringing. I had believed Hostafence didn't deserve her. But through my work as an emissary, I've come to realize that such things as birth and station matter not so long as there is love. And you should be embracing this occasion to foster that love instead of worrying about others. Look here, Astrid, I appreciate your concern, I do, but the reputation of House Valentine hinges on the success of these celebrations. As lady of the house, I've labored to ensure that everything has gone smoothly, year in and year out. Failure is not an option. You understand this, yes? I know this full well, sister, and I won't fail us. I have the assistance of our new emissary in training. What do you think, adventurer? Will this emissary in training spend more time helping or, training? I must say that the thought did cross my mind. Then, would you be willing to assist us too, adventurer? Yours would be the most reassuring presence in our efforts. Yes, with good self watching over Astrid, I believe I can entrust this year's celebration to her with an easy heart. I hereby leave our agency in your hands. As long as you stay true to your heart, you will surely do us proud. And ever should something go awry, fear not, for there's little I cannot fix with my indomitable charms. Right then. I suppose I'll go and embrace the spirit of the season. That was a bit ominous. Phew. With Lisette gone, we may begin our work. Speaking of which, I must immediately impose upon you. Originally, I was meant to make the rounds of Emily, but our new recruit to advertise the event we shall be hosting later on. However, now I have officially assumed my sister's responsibilities. I require to remain here at her post. May you accompany Emily in my stead? Thank you. Pray wait a moment while I fetch her. In love's fine season, once our task is won, to spread gay tidings to all in one, allow me to present our new apprentice of affection. Yes, well, the dress is quite a departure from my usual attire, but if I'm to follow in Lisette's footsteps, I naturally must adopt her lovely image. Nice to meet you, adventurer. My name is Emily, and it will be my pleasure to advertise these festivities together. They're both so short. What a punt to both. Let Emily know when you're ready to fly forth upon the wings of Adore and spread the word of our happy congregation. Oh no, there's so many people, it's taking forever to load in. Shall we be off then? This being my first time promoting the event, I'm not certain how to start talking to strangers. May I ask you to take the lead? Thank you. I'll be sure to observe you closely. Now then, shall we first head to the Leatherworkers Guild? I dare say some folks there would be interested in our event. Emily is now accompanying you. Keep her at her side in order to proceed with quest objectives. You can leave Emily behind by entering a different area or by speaking with her and selecting the option to part ways. If you wish to leave Emily accompanying you again, return and speak with her at her original location. Okay. When you're accompanied, you may encounter conversation points along the way which offer additional topics of discussion. Enter the glowing area and speak with the quest companion to initiate these bonus conversations. Enjoy exploring your surroundings together. Okay. Okay, so she's directly behind me. Great. Look, you can see the atmosphere from here. I simply love Valentine's Day. The soft colors, the hearts, the adorable costumes. I'm so glad I found the courage to ask Lisette that if I could become emissary. I have nothing short of a dream come true. Looks like I'm early. Wonder if there's something to do to pass the time. Hearken thee for Valentine's Day, the grand celebration of adore and affection. It is once more. Amazing! I can imagine Lisette herself delivering such a delightful invitation. Valentine's Day celebrations are held at Quito's Amphitheater. There will be costumes and merrymaking in a special congregation wherein participants profess their love. Please join us if you have the time. Well now, that does sound like fun. I'll head over at once. My thanks for letting me know. That went well. Let's keep up the good work. Next, let's head to the Shaded Bower, on the way to the markets. I shall try taking the lead this time. Your example was most inspiring. There's no shortage of Valentine's gifts to choose from at the markets. By all accounts, the most popular chocolate is from Bismarck. Are you planning to give a special someone a gift too? Assuming you have the skills, there's nothing conveys your feeling quite like chocolates you made yourself. If you're thinking flowers, a red azima rose never fails to please. Nothing feels as fine as finishing up a day's good work day. Hearken thee for Valentine's Day, the grand celebration of adore and affection is come once more. We are hosting Valentine's celebrations at Quito's Amphitheater. Come join us for refreshments, costumes, and a special event where participants proclaim their affections. A handsome invitation from a handsome lass. How could I refuse? I'll bring my wife too. She loves her festivals. Wonderful. We look forward to seeing you there. Handsome. If anything, I want to be winsome. I'll just have to try harder next time, I suppose. Okay, where were we going next? I don't know. Oh, okay, we gotta go up. Help if I actually didn't skip dialogue. Okay, what does she say now? This is my brother-in-law's shop. He proposed to my sister on Valentine's Day and has been inseparable ever since then. Okay, well, great. A very good evening to you, miss. Do you not simply adore this sweet season of adore and affection? Oh, you're one of the Valentine's Day people, I take it. Indeed I am. Over at Keto's Amphitheater, we are hosting a delightful event with gorgeous costumes to try on and an opportunity to speak of love to your heart's content. Well now, such a passionate and dashing emissary you are. Thank you for the invitation and good luck with the festivities. Damn. I was shot down. Dashing. I know it was said in kindness, but I just... No, there's no time to complain. Not when Astrid is trying so hard to do her sister proud. She was hesitant about the dress, said that such attire doesn't become her, but she donned it anyway in order to become like Lisette, and she positively shines in it, don't you think? It was to help her shine even brighter that I decided to wear this suit. I believed it would serve to provide contrast when we were side by side on stage. But this simply isn't true. I always preferred to look ladylike, adorable, and being called handsome and dashing remind me how far of myself I am right now. I need to persevere. I know this, but this isn't the time to be selfish, and yet... I'm sure Astrid would want you to feel comfortable. Truly, then perhaps I will speak to Astrid about it. I need a moment to get my thoughts. Let's meet back at the amphitheater shortly. Ah, there you are. I tried gathering my thoughts, and I still don't know how I should broach the subject with Astrid. Nevertheless, I'm determined to speak with her. I'd be grateful for your presence. Welcome back, my messengers of messages. How fared your efforts? Oh, splendidly. We've met many souls eager to celebrate the season of love. But if I may, there's something I wish to discuss with you. Later, perhaps. You're looking a little pale. Are you feeling well? Fret not, Emily. I am simply blessed with anticipation for today's most lovely events. Peak with pleasure, as it were. Weak with, I mean... who am I fooling? The truth is, people have been bombarding me with compliments on my appearance. Every second person that I look says sweet or adorable. That's positively exhausting. As a daughter of nobility, I know I ought to desire such praise. Beauty and grace are highly commendable virtues in our circles, after all. But one day I met a knight, a fellow daughter of a noble house. I found myself drawn to her strength and gallantry. Our famous ancestor, Countess Arabelle, was also a skilled warrior, you know, so I never found the physical disposition for such rigorous calling. And though I found comfort in incorporating the spirit of chivalry into my guise and mannerisms, if I'm to be an emissary worthy of succeeding Lisette, I must accept the attire that comes with the position and set aside my own preferences. Embracing one's preference is also an expression of love. Self-love.
Plus, you look stupid.
Shut up. Maybe you said that to prefer is to love. Still, as an emissary, I can't allow my personal concerns to interfere with duty. Astrid, I know your feelings all too well, for I have them too, though in reverse to you. I find it uplifting to be called sweet and adorable, yet I find anything but this. I feel anything but in this handsome suit. As emissary of love, our duty is to help people embrace their hearts, and how are we to do this if we didn't embrace our own? We don't love ourselves and pursue our own happiness. You're right, Emily. You're absolutely right. There I was, chiding Lisette for ignoring her own happiness, and here I am guilty of doing the very same thing. In order to become a great emissary like my sister, I believed I needed to emulate her completely, but that isn't the case. No, as my sister herself advised, I need to stay true to my heart. Only then can I hope to become the best emissary I can be. Were it not for your encouragement, Astrid and I might continue to be miserable, trying to be someone we're not. Thank you for helping us be true to ourselves. Come, Emily, let us trade outfits at once. Just so. To succeed someone doesn't mean you have to imitate them. Now that Astrid has learned this, she is truly ready to take over the Valentines legacy. Which means we could start considering our future in earnest, among other things. I need to pay my respects to your family. Yes, well, we'll get around to that soon enough. Ishgard wasn't built in a day, you know. Okay, so I got a bunch of stuff which I'm gonna just drop off in the thing. Let's go to the Aetheryte Plaza. There is like a little other seasonal event part of this where you go into an instance and do a couple mini games. I'm not sure I want to do that because it's a little weird. But we got the seasonal events done, or the seasonal items. No, there's no mount. Let's go ahead and jump over to Bard real quick. I'll put those in there for now. So let me check the amphitheater real quick. Maybe there were some other items I could have bought. Purveyor of love. What do you have? You have... Eat chocolate emote. Heart desk. Emissary hat. Okay, and then there's a set for females. Social emotes. Eat chocolate. Okay, it's just eating chocolate. Got it. That's all it is.
Wait, does he actually eat chocolate, or is it just like eating chocolate?
No, he pulls out a piece of chocolate and eats it.
Let's see. Give me chocolate.
There you go. He's eating chocolate.
Why does he look so confused?
Oh, he's got someone on his shoulder eyeing the chocolate, like, give it to me, and he's like, no. No. We do not feed the demon chocolate. Okay, that's weird. Don't make that noise. Never make that noise again. Because there's no helping you.
Basic way of not being taken down.
Alright. Been doing a lot of the Beast Tribe stuff off camera, except for the main story, and we got the Shahagan set up, so I'm gonna go do that real quick. Actually, really don't know what I'm gonna do today. I don't have a whole lot of time. Lions, I wish to ask a tenacious favor of you. There's a task which I must attend, a task that will take me away from the nursery for a time. Thus, I'd have you watch over my clutch while I'm gone. You need not feed or discipline the spawnings. Few, Hugh, and Sue have such duties well in hand. The coral tridents concern me. Be foolish enough to think out acts of sabotage have escaped their notice, and they surely desire vengeance. Thus far, my presence has been sufficient to deter any such reprisals, but should they learn of my absence... To where do you travel, Clutch Father? What is the task of which you speak? Do not question your elder, Sue. Your duty is to care for your spawn brothers. That and not more. I shall leave the safety of the nursery to you, Lions. I'll return as soon as I am able. But Clutch Father... I have never known the Clutch Father to serve the nursery in another's care. The fate of our people must be a thing in balance. I wish only that he could trust us with the details. spawning we may be, but we shall take our warriors' rights. And yet the Clutch Father would not even describe to us the battles of his youth. Now that I think of it, he has told us almost nothing of himself. We know little of his past, or his past in the old wars. Will you do something for me, Alliance? I want you to find out about this vital task, and learn if there's aught we can do to aid the Clutch Father. Many of our older kin speak of him with reverence and respect. They live scattered about our territory, the Reef of Sending, Reaver Hide, and even one Moonshade Isle. Though we meet one of Faz else to carry you there, perhaps there are stories you might hear the clue we need to solve this mystery. Now to get them to speak with you, you need to show them this shell inscribed with our clutch mark. And that should cause their memories to tumble forth of their own accord. The others do love the remnants of the old days. Okay. Leave me be, Shorewalker. This is my island. I'm harming no one. Why do you carry Nov's clutch mark? Has he caught his lot in with the finless ones? It's too late for Nov. His time ended long ago. Zog is a champion of spawning ground now. No other warrior is fit to claim the mantle of Scarlet Sea Devil. Mark my words, he shall rise to the greatness in the mountain of Shorewalker bones. It's a sacred place, Shorewalker. Only the tridents of the fallen Shahagan are allowed to impale the Reef of Sending. You come to the behest of Nov's clutch. Spawning what you know about the Clutch Father, did they? It is odd they said a Shorewalker, but then many things appear odd in my aged eyes. Listen well, Finless One. Nov was once an disputed leader of the Quarrel Tridents, a mighty warrior who sought not but the glory and prosperity of his people. You tell his offspring that. You tell them they ought to be proud of their Clutch Father and his deeds.
God, I hope he finds one with all the gossip. One time, you and your dad went to the tavern?
Why do you bother me, Finless One? I did not summon any Reavers to do my bidding. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and give you this. So you are the one that others have been consorting with the Nov's clutch. Fortunately for you, all the Shorewalkers look the same to us. You come seeking your Shahagan friend. I hear Nov has come to parley with Zog and the Serpent's Tongue. I can only guess as a subject of the discussion. Here, take your shell back, Finless One. Alright. So now we go back. Oops, the wrong way. This place always confuses me a little bit, even though it's not that complicated. It just all looks the same. Well, Alliance, the deal ones have much to say? The Clutch Father once led the Coral Tridents. Incredible. And then they say he's gone to meet with the Trident's current leader. You couldn't possibly expect to negotiate with the fanatics. The stinks of ambush upon this parley reaches me even here. Oh, Clutch Father, this is why you chose to the meeting without any spawnings. You mean to fight those savages alone. Finless One, Lions, I would willingly face battle myself, but I cannot abandon my duty to protect my clutch mates. It falls to you to ensure this does not end in tragedy. The Clutch Father is meeting with the Coral Tridents and the Serpent's Tongue. You're the only one I can trust to rescue him when the parley turns sour. And you can be sure it will. You come alone in our lair, Nav. Your mind is wilted as your fins, old one. Fair greeting to you too, young Zug. You have no right to call me by that name. I'm the Scarlet Sea Devil. Enemies of the Coral Tridents tremble at my coming. You do well to show some respect. Calm yourself, Zug. I did not come here to trade insults. I only wish to talk. Have you thought about our future, Zug? The future of the Shahagan? Have you seen how our people fade into darkness like the evening sun sinking below the ocean waves? Poetry, Nav? You've become even more pitiful than I suspected. You were once feared above all, bloodthirsty as a shark, deadly as a ray sting, savage as a sea serpent, the terror of the Indigo Deep. You were the first Scarlet Sea Devil. Have you forgotten who you truly are? I coincide that title into the deep long ago in my heinous past. And that is why your legacy must live on through me. The Coral Tridents will thrust our spears into the very heart of this land and bathe in the gushing blood of the finless ones. If we lack the territory on which to spawn, then we shall take it by force. Our offspring will thrive on the sands that has drunk the life water spilled from our enemies. See, my words are wasted on you. Is it so hard to understand, Zug? What is needed right now is diplomacy, not war. Your hubris will doom your spawnings to live in violence and misery, with the edge of a soldier's blade the only Circes? The only one doomed here is you. Do you expect to leave here alive, Nav? Kill the traitor. Rip off his fins and strip away his scales. You said he was weak now, feeble. Cowards, spineless sea dogs. Return to the shallows, Zug. You are not ready for the ocean deep. This is far from over, old one. As the infirmaries of age claim your vigor, I shall only grow stronger. Shall see which of us is remembered by history as the true Scarlet Sea Devil.
You probably should have killed him.
Probably.
You probably should have killed the bad guy. Bad guy is bad.
Lions, you stood ready to rush into my rescue. I smelled Sue's hand in this. I yet think of him as my little spawning, but his instincts are those of a warrior grown. My strength is not dimmed so much that I need cower behind the fins of my offspring. But you have my thanks all the same. Come, let us return to the nursery. It would not be wise for us to linger here. Alright. Let's go and return. And that should rank us up with the Shahagin. An explanation is in order, Lions. I would have you hear this as well. Oh, I didn't even see his name. I am listening, Clutch Father. There is much I've kept from the Clutch, but the wreckage of my past cannot stay submerged forever. It's time to tell you my tale. 15 years ago, I led the Coral Tritons in countless acts of piracy. Pillage, slaughter, kidnapping. There was no deed I did not commit. For the shore walkers of Lost Sea, I was a nightmare made flesh, a demon from the Indigo Deep. The Scarlet Sea Devil. All that I killed, all the land I seized, I did so for the future of my people, and not a single shred of doubt for that my actions were just. I was as zealous as Zug is now. It is tradition among the Shahagin that our queen, the Indigo Matriarch, reward a proven warrior with the clutch of her eggs. Such a champion earns the right to become clutch father to the spawning dishatched. Even among the elite, my victories overshadowed all others. The Matriarch honored me with more than 100 eggs, from which many healthy offspring emerged. My clutch was the envy of the tribe. Never in my arrogance and pride did I expect what was to happen next. I returned to my nursery after the typical campaign of looting ships, only to be greeted by a sight that haunts me to this very day. The broken corpses of my spawning, strewn about one on top of another in a gruesome mountain of death. This was an act of pure vengeance. The shore walkers had tailed me to our island home, and waited patiently for me to leave. Then they put my children to the sword. I wept and howled till it seemed like my sanity had fled, and then all at once I understood. The blame for my spawning's grisly fate, it belonged with me. Hate and suffering bring only more of the same. It draws you into a whirling maelstrom of reprisal and retaliation that leads to naught but a soulless abyss. My salvation laid in the few unhatched eggs that had somehow escaped the bloody retribution. I cast away my hallowed dreams of glory and focused on raising my surviving sons, you and your Sprawn brother, Sue. The Scarlet Sea Devil died that day, and Nob the Clutch Father was born. I am proud of you, Clutch Father. We will stop the Coral Tritons, I promise you, not just for ourselves, but the Clutch mates we've left behind. Does it all make sense now, Lions? The reason I recruited you to our cause? To be truthful, I've never forgiven the Shore Walkers for what was done, but I'll never let my actions be guided by rage, for that path will not bring us the peace I desire. No, I would create a legacy worth leaving for my children. Let's continue building that bridge, Lions. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab these quests. Doesn't look like anything else is on this island. Let's go ahead into the back to nursery. I was about to say, there was no way that they would have me fly all the way back out there. Okay, so the rest of them should be over here.